Cam Martin corrals the snap. It's a short punt. Gibson on the return. Near side. I don't see any flags. Gibson inside the 30. Hits the Jets. And he's going to go. Jets win it. Touchdown. Rookie Xavier Gibson. Game over.
Oh my God, the impossible became possible. The New York Jets have won a football game. In one of the wildest games I've watched, which had me completely bipolar, the Jets won. You know, I wouldn't say it was a complete team effort because Zach Wilson was our quarterback for most of it. But oh my God, we played great. Like, this game, that second half got me hyped. And, oh my. Before we get to the, important stuff, I just want to take a minute to appreciate some of the players and key parts of this game. First, Jordan Whitehead. He had a hat trick of interceptions. This man's last season, we signed him on a pretty decent-sized contract to be our replacement for Marcus May and was quite dog. He was pretty ass at what he did, but he came up today. I don't think he had, any tackles, but you know what he did have? 3 interceptions, and they were pretty clutch. They helped, especially the last one helped spark a comeback, and he wasn't the only player on the defense doing everything. Oh my, there were so many players on this defense making play after play. We also had the fumble recovery because, Josh Allen apparently doesn't know what catching the ball and holding onto it is, which led to us taking the lead late in the game. That was huge. Goddamn. Also, one thing I was really excited for to see was the return of Breece Hall, and oh my, he did not disappoint. His first 2 carries had him over 100 yards. He didn't have any touchdowns because, he ran out of the tank here because, he probably hasn't ran that far in a while. But it was almost like he only had a few touches this game. They didn't use him very much because, they were easing him in. But when he did touch the ball, he made plays. He made things happen. And it had me and my dad screaming watching the game, why aren't we giving him the ball? Which also reminds me, Dalvin Cook in his Jets debut also didn't get the ball too many times as they were also easing him in. But just like Hall, when he got the ball, he made things happen. Oh, this game was great. There were a few other key parts of the offense that made some plays. Allen Lazard didn't have the greatest day of all time, but, he made a couple nice catches, some great plays, helped move the ball down the field, which was huge, especially where we were. The entire touchdown drive was, it reminded me, this is why we drafted Zach Wilson. That's why. This is the Zach Wilson I want to see. The Zach Wilson that has quick decision-making and puts the ball where it needs to be. And also, let's take a minute, Garrett fucking Wilson. Oh, my God. There's a reason he won Rookie of the Year. I don't hear any of the shit. Oh, Ken Walker this, Truncelave that. Garrett Wilson. That's it. That's all the argument is needed. Just Garrett Wilson. That's the only argument you need for this kid. Now let's talk about the other Wilson, Zach, who came in after the event I'm not going to talk about yet. And, he played football. I wouldn't say he played it very well, but he did play football. He did make a couple nice plays, I guess, but obviously you can see they kind of just kept things short after a while, just kept with the screen the passes and stuff like that, which, we won. It worked. It did give us a chance to see Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall go to work and the few touches they got, but, whatever. Zach wasn't playing. Now it's time to talk about it. Aaron Rodgers got injured in his Jets debut. Went down after a sack on the 3rd fucking play from scrimmage the Jets had on offense. Sat down, and that was his night. Saleh went out and said they feared a torn Achilles or whatever, and that it's done. It's over. It's never been more over than it is right now. Zach Wilson is unfortunately the man of the rest of the year. And unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave this video off with because I'm depressed now. And I kind of want to kill myself. I want to jump off a bridge. I watched that man sit down, and my entire mental health sat down with him.